I had a really good life growing up as someone with a vision loss. I grew up on the farm, and I got to do everything. I had a motorbike, and I had a pedal bike, and I was out there just like my sisters, and I wasn't treated any differently, but there is going to be struggles in your days, just like anybody else. Some stuff is harder to do, and you just have to realize that about that, because it's not going to take you 5 minutes to do something. It'll take you longer. But yeah, like my family, they treated me just like my sisters, and it was a great experience. And now I just live on my own and just get help the odd time, and I'm somebody that don't like to ask for help, but you should be able to.
Yes.
My name is Toni Freimark, and I go by she, her. I identify as someone that has a vision loss or lives with a visual impairment. So I have no vision in my right eye, and in my left eye I have tunnel vision and about 10% usable vision. I've been like this not since birth, but shortly after. I was premature, and with that I had too much oxygen, and I have detached retinas. So I can see a little bit more than lights and shadows, like I can read print if it's really close to me. I can see people's faces, but can't make out details. I can see out of the the left side of my eye better. I can't really see out of the right side of it, and that's kind of how that works. But I don't know any different. My vision hasn't changed, so I just live my life from day to day, just knowing what I know. I'm grateful that I still have usable vision, and I don't have to go through losing more vision, because that is even more difficult.
I noticed that you referred to yourself as someone that lives with vision impairment or has vision loss. Can you explain to me what the difference is between that and identifying yourself as blind?
A totally blind person is somebody that has no vision at all. They can't see anything. And somebody with low vision can see some stuff, whether it be shadows, or light, or just a little bit of vision. But it all depends who you are. If you want to be someone blind or visually impaired, you have a choice how you want to be identified. Sometimes I can joke around, I'm just the blind girl around, or something like that. You just joke around about it. But if somebody come up to me and said, "Hey, you're blind," it's kind of offensive. But if you just do it in your own jokes, like I was saying earlier, I'm someone that lives with a vision loss, or I'm visually impaired. That's how I identify myself.
Do you know Braille?
Yeah, I learned it when I was 4 years old, and I started learning it, and my mom learned it with me. I have what's called the Perkins Brailler, so it's a machine that you put a piece of paper, we call it vanilla tag, so it's a harder piece of paper, and then you put that in there, and then that's how you create the Braille with using the keys on that keyboard, and then they come out raised dots. And then you can also do it, like when I took my grade 2 Braille certification, you can do it electronically. So I used to get in trouble for this when I was in school, because I would try to read the Braille with my eyes, and I would get in trouble for it. But now I can read Braille both ways, with my eyes or with my fingers. So I am a support worker. So I've been in the field for over 14 years. I work with adults with disabilities. I've been at Next Step Residential Services for over 14 years, like I said, and then my other family managed, I've been there for over 10. And then my recent that I've been for over a year now is I am a community reporter for Accessible Media Incorporated for Medicine Hat. So that's been my new adventure.
How did you end up in that role?
It's actually kind of a funny story. So I was talking to this one person through one of my friends, and just kind of talked to him on Messenger, and then all of a sudden I'm getting a phone call, and I was wearing my earbuds at the time, and I was out and about. Actually, I was at my grandma's for her birthday. And so I just answered the phone, and it was this person saying, you know, they're looking for a community reporter. Would you like to be one? I'll give you the contact information. Yeah, had a chat with her, didn't even really have to have much of an interview, and here we are over a year later. Each month I have to come up with 3 topics. They would like it to be geared towards visual impairments within the community, like different things that are going on. Like, for example, I talked about like the CNIB card being you're able to use it for special transit as well as regular, just different things within the city that has to deal with vision loss, or how to make this city more inclusive. There's been a few things that I've tried to bring up with the city, and then I sit on the WAGI. So a lot of it has to do with special and regular transit. We're trying to, with the on-demand service, we're trying to get try to make that a little bit more accessible with people with vision loss. So basically, we're trying to get where they have, make the numbers a bit bigger. That's supposed to be what's happening, but like, it's not gonna help someone like myself, maybe somebody that has a different visual impairment, but trying to get them to park in the same places downtown, kind of like how regular does, but that's it's kind of a challenge because they don't know where they're gonna be going until they get to the terminal. It's a guessing game, really, and some people, like a lot of the drivers, actually I think all of them by now, they all know me, so sometimes they'll like call me over if I'm on their bus and stuff like that, so that helps. But yeah, hopefully we come up with another solution within time. I'm still working from home, so when I am able to work, I'm still working at home, so when I'm able to work at my individual's home, then I'm gonna have to just be taking special transit. You just get to know the schedules and just, you know, don't be out at the time that the regular doesn't run, or, I mean, I try to get home before dark because of like safety and stuff, and it's hard for me to navigate in the dark. My vision at night is really bad. You know, somebody could just come right up behind me, or I wouldn't even know, like, people have to speak to me before I know them. Like, when I get on the buses, if the drivers don't speak to me, I don't know who they are. Like, voice is very important to me. I need to recognize their voice. Like, that's what I recognize first, whereas a sighted person would recognize probably their figure or something.
Toni is a Medicine Hat homeowner and has invited me over to see her adaptive technology.
Well, I set this all up by myself, actually. I
I used voiceover because I couldn't read the screen because it was too dim. So I actually set it all up. Basically, it'll read everything on the screen. So I'm just going to go through the apps.
Double calendar, Saturday, April, clock, 2:02 p.m. Home. Photos.
Then I can go into a web page.
Safari. Double tap to open. Web page loaded. Parks, recreation, link. View our parks, recreation and parks, recreation, link. Roads, parking, transportation, link. Business, development, link. Building and renovating, link. List start. Business,
Then you
link.
can like
Business and development lines.
It is lines.
Speaking rate, 60,
Speaking rate.
65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95.
I wanted to buy my home early on in my life, and I had that as a dream and saved up the money, and I picked my home all by myself. I have a condo that my parents helped me co-sign, but other than that, I put all the money into it. I'm the one paying the mortgage. I don't know what my next thing that I want to do in my life is, but that's been over 8 years ago already. So yeah, I have my guard kitty. I call her the guard kitty. Her name is Mia, but yeah, she doesn't really like people. She'll hiss at them sometimes and swat at them, even from a baby. But you know, I'm glad I have her, and she's good company. And my dad picked her out, I guess. She was over at Lacombe, Alberta. So when Mom went to pick her up, Mom and my younger sister, so they had Mia in the vehicle, and then they had my sister's baby dog named Hurley was in the back, the black lab. So there's like, yeah, so that must have been fun.
Quite the zoo. Would you say you enjoy living in Medicine Hat?
I do actually. Like, you know, everybody knows me, and I feel safe here, and yeah, it's just a small community. I know where everything is, so, you know, and I know the transit system. I've been taking it for over a decade, so it would be very hard to restart all that. I mean, there's always room for improvement for sure. Like, I find too, I'm a mobility cane user, so there's a lack of education as to what the mobility cane is and how do you approach somebody and all that kind of, yeah. So people will just look at you, or some people won't get out of the way, or sometimes you will find a child may ask the family member when they see somebody with a mobility cane, what is that? And it would be nice if they would just ask the person that has the mobility cane, because the people that aren't using the mobility cane, they might tell them incorrectly, like, oh, that person's blind, right? That's not the correct way of explaining it to anybody, for that matter. So yeah, I'd rather them ask, and rather me be the one that educate them than say, like I was saying before, just ask somebody else.
Last question, what are your favorite things to do in Medicine Hat?
Well, live music, if it would get back, that would be nice to have. And I like all kinds of music. Like, sometimes you just listen to music for the beat, sometimes you listen to it just for something to listen to, you know, get yourself in a good mood. But if I was to pick a country artist, I would pick Paul Brandt. He's my favorite. Just enjoying going to different restaurants and different some of the cafes I really enjoy. Cafe Verve and Inspire, those were the ones that I would go to in the past. I do really like Christmas lights. That's a really fun thing to do, though. I just have something about lights, like how they dance and move and the different colors. But yeah, a lot of people with vision loss, they can see lights. So some people will maybe light up their house in like different lights and put it under their cupboards, or wherever they would like, and to them that's really enjoyable to them.